My report for today is all about Chapter 22, Exile in Dapitan, 1892-1896. Rizal lived in exile far away Dapitan, a remote town in Mindanao which was under the missionary jurisdiction of the Regiso from 1892 to 1896. Beginning of exile in Dapitan. Governor of Dapitan, Rizal's warden and friend. Adon Ricardo Carnicero. Rizal wrote a poem on August 26, 1892 on the occasion of the captain's birthday. Kaning Adon Ricardo Carnicero mo ni ang tula ng gisuwat ni Rizal para ni Captain Carnicero sa iyang birthday. September 21, 1879, the mail boat Butuan was approaching the town with colored pennants flying in the sea breeze. Butuan. The mail boat brought the happy tidings that the lottery ticket number 9736, jointly owned by Captain Carnicero, Dr. Jose Rizal, and Francisco Espilior, Spanish resident of Dipolog, a neighboring town of Dapitan, won the second prize of 20,000 in the government-owned Manila lottery. Imitation de Cristo or Imitation of Christ, a famous Catholic book by Father Tomas A. Kempes, which Father Pastels gave to Rizal. Antonio Miranda, a Dapitan merchant and friend of Rizal. Kani si Antonio Miranda mo ni ang merchant o suod nga amigo ni Rizal. Father Jose Villasiara, Cura of Dipolog. Muni ang padre kura sa Dipolog si Father Jose Villasiara. Pablo Mercado, friar spy and posing as a relative, showing a photo of Rizal at his house on the night of November 3, 1891. Kani si Pablo Mercado mauni ang spy ni Rizal. Captain Juan Sitges, who succeeded Captain Carnicero. On May 4, 1893, as commandant of the Dapitan, Rizal denounced to him the impostor. Florencio Namanan, the real name of Pablo Mercado. As physician in Dapitan, Rizal practiced medicine in Dapitan. He had many patients, but most of them were poor, so that he even gave them free medicine. Sa Dapitan, si Rizal nag-practice of medicine. Daghan siya pasyente dito pero ang uban adto kay mga pobre. Putong gahatag ra siya libre nga mga tambal. August 1893, Rizal's mother and sister Maria arrived in Dapitan and lived with him for 1 year and a half. Rizal operated his mother's right eye. Rizal held the title of expert surveyor or perito agrimensor, which obtained from the Ateneo. Mr. H. F. Cameron, an American engineer who praised Rizal engineering. Community project for Dapitan. Muna mga project na gihimo ni Rizal dito sa Dapitan. When Rizal arrived in Dapitan, he decided to improve it to the best of his God-given talents and to awaken the civic consciousness of its people. Kinaunahan kay constructing the town's first water system. Kaduha kay draining the marshes in order to get rid of malaria that infested Dapitan. Katulo, equip the town with its lighting system. The lighting system consisted of coconut oil lamps placed in the dark streets of Dapitan. Kani nga lighting system ngayon gigamit kay made of coconut oil lamps. Dito niya gibutang sa mga ngit-ngit ni dapit sa Dapitan. Beautification of Dapitan remodeled the town plaza in order to enhance its beauty. Rizal as teacher. Rizal exile in Dapitan gives him the opportunity to put into practice his educational ideas. In 1893, he established a school which existed until the end of his exile in July 1896. Rizal taught his boys reading, writing languages, Spanish and English, geography, history, mathematics, and arithmetic and geometry, industrial work, nature study, morals, and gymnastics. He trained them how to collect specimens of plants and animals, to love work and to behave like men. Hymn to Talisay or Hymno at Talisay. Rizal wrote this poem in honor of Talisay for his pupil to sing. Kani nga tula gisuwat ni Rizal ng Hymn to Talisay kay ikuan niya siyang mga estudyante dito sa Talisay nga kani ilang gamiton para inagkanta. Contribution to science. During his 4-year exile in Dapitan, Rizal built up a rich collection of conchology which consisted of 346 shells representing 203 species. Linguistic studies. In Dapitan, he learned the Visayan, Subanom, and Malay languages. He wrote Tagalog grammar, made a comparative study of Visayan and Malayan languages, and studied Visayan, Cebuano, and Subanom languages. Artistic works in Dapitan. Rizal continued his artistic pursuits. In Dapitan, Rizal made sketches of persons and things that attracted him in Dapitan. Dito sa Dapitan, nagkuhan si Rizal og mga art nga iyang gamit kay sketch siya og mga tawo or butang nga iyang na-attract. The Mother's Revenge, a statue made by Rizal representing the mother dog killing the crocodile by way of avenging her lost puppy. The lesson that I have learned in my report is that si Rizal kay naay dakong determinasyon bisan sa mga kalisod. Nga iyang nagian, bisan og naginusara siya, ipadayon gyapon niya ang pag-at-on, pagsuwat o pag-imbento. Kini nagpamatuod sa pag-uswag sa kaugalingon. His commitment in serving the community, pagtudlo sa mga eskwelahan o paghatag og mga libreng tambal, ang iyang walang katapusan nga integridad pagmamahal sa bansa.
Other cultural works of Rizal in Dapitan were a bust of Father Guerrero, one of his Ateneo professor, a statue of a girl called the Dapitan Girl, a wood carving of Josephine Bracken, his wife, and bursts of Santo Paul which gave the Father Castells. Rizal as farmer in Dapitan. Rizal devoted much of his time to agricultural. Rizal introduced modern methods of agriculture which he had observed in Europe and America. He encouraged the Dapitan farmers to discard their primitive system of tillage and adopt the modern agricultural method. Si Rizal kuno isip maguma sa Dapitan. Gigugol ni Rizal ang kadaghanan sa iyang panahon sa agrikultura sa Rizal mipaila sa modernong pamagi sa agrikultura ug nga iyang naobserbahan sa Europe ug Amerika. Rizal as businessman. Rizal engaged in business in partnership with Ramon Guerrero, a Dapitan merchant. He made profitable business venture in fishing, copra, and hemp industries. January 1893, Rizal wrote a letter to Hidalgo expressing his plan to improve the fishing industry of Dapitan. The most profitable business venture of Rizal Dapitan was the hemp industry. May 14, 1893, Rizal formed a business partnership with Ramon Carrion in hemp manufacturing. January 1, 1895, Rizal organized the Cooperative Association of Dapitan Farmers to break the Chinese monopoly on business in Dapitan. Rizal's inventive ability. Rizal invented a cigarette lighter which he sent as a gift to Domirit. He called it Sulpukan. This unique cigarette lighter was made of wood. Its mechanism acid Rizal is based on the principle of compressed air. During his exile in Dapitan, He invented a wooden machine for making bricks. May Retiro Rizal wrote this beautiful poem about his serene life and exile in the Dapitan and sent it to her mother on October 22, 1895, which acclaimed by literary critics as one of the best ever penned by Rizal. Rizal and the Katipunan. Andres Bonifacio the Great Libyan sowing the seeds of arms oppressing the secret revolutionary society called Katipunan, which he found on July 7, 1892. May 2, 1896, a secret meeting of the Katipunan at a little river called Bitukang Manok near the town of Pasig. Dr. Pio Valenzuela was named emissary to the Dapitan in order to near to town inform Rizal the plan of the Katipunan to launch revolution for freedom's sake. June 19, 1896, Valenzuela left Manila on board the steamer Betos to convoyage Valenzuela's real mission. He brought with him a blind man, Raymond Mata, and the guild going to Dapitan to solicit Rizal expert medical advice. June 21, 1896 evening, Dr. Pio Valenzuela arrived to Dapitan. Rizal objected to Bonifacio audacious project to plunge the country the bloody revolution because he was of sincere belief that it was premature for two reasons. One, the people are not ready for revolution. Number two, arms and the funds must first be collected before raising the cry of revolution. Rizal had offered his service military doctor in Cuba, which was the throats of revolution, the raging yellow fever epidemic. There was shortage of physicians to minister to the needs of Spanish troops and the Cuban people. December 17, 1895, Rizal wrote to Governor General Ramon Blanco, Rousseau's successor, offering his service military doctor in Cuba. July 30, 1896, Rizal received the letter from Governor General Blanco dated July 1, 1896, notifying him acceptance of his offer.